What's up, Libra? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless message for you about love. We're going to be starting with an oracle deck just to kind of get an overall energy. And this oracle deck, you've seen me probably use it before if you guys are returning. I love you. Thank you for coming back. It has a hand gesture. Each card has a hand gesture that represents and empowers the message. I love that there's something physically that you can do because I feel like I'm collaborating with you. All right, so for our Libras, at the time of seeing this, only take what resonates. If you'd like for me to pray for you, Libra, if you'd like other people and cross-watchers to pray for you as well, simply say hi in the comment section or leave an emoji. It's kind of one of those lovey-dovey channels, but we're all about making you feel good, we feel good, and make you feel good. We start with a message of flexibility. If not this way, then that way. This is an interesting hand gesture. So let me see if I can get this right. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So this is an awesome one. It's kind of weird. So you put your hands together like this, and then slide your pinky through on that side and your thumb on that side. That is cool. I don't think I've actually done this movement ever in my life. Have you ever done this? Like, I don't know, I'm freaking 44 years old. I've done some crazy things with my hands. So I've made a lot of hand gestures. I think of flipping people off in traffic. Definitely done that. I know it's not nice. I dance the dance of life with elation, swaying with the rhythms and sounds of the heavens. The mudra bolsters lymph nodes, or lymph system and circulation, the lower back and the genital organs, and it has a calming and relaxing effect. That's what this mudra is for. The message it comes with is, in coping with ups and downs of life, it is often helpful to take an example from Mother Nature, Libra. A stalk of grass bends in a storm, adjusts to the force of the wind, and when the blow is past it, it can straighten up again. We can try different possibilities and enjoy our flexibility. I know that sounds a little oversimplified, Libra, but we won't let ourselves be put down. Picture yourself at a splendid ball, clothed in a sumptuous dress, dancing to lively music and different rhythms. So it's the waves mudra. So it's all about flexibility. Go with the flow. If not this way, then that way. What a cool, I like that. That's kind of cool. All right, let's get into tarot. Love message for Libras. I'm gonna give one more shuffle. This has all been pre-shuffled with you in mind. We're only gonna take the cards that fly out on their own. If they fly in reverse, it's a living, breathing conversation. So we respect that and we read them that way. That's just here at this channel. There's no wrong or right way to do tarot. All right, boom. I'm gonna give you the general idea of the energy, and then we'll unpack it from here to get more detail. So this is big picture energy. I say that because we've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is the long game, you guys. It's the long game around family, stability, legacy, sometimes inheritance. We have the Strength card. This card comes out when, of course, strength is needed, but also that it's a strength that you have, or a strength that one has in this situation. We have Eight of Pentacles. This is dedication to a cause. This could even be literal work, hard work and focus. And then we have the Chariot, and this is in reverse, meaning things have maybe come to a stop. Really interesting. Now, when the Chariot flips and there's movement and there's flexibility, it's like on this straight and narrow path, quickly, fast-moving energy towards triumph. But it'll be really interesting to see what's going to loosen that up, like why it's stuck energy. So let's get some clarity now, starting with our Ten of Pentacles. Now this is a love reading, right? So this is talking about the long game. I love that at the bottom of the deck we've got Two of Cups. This is talking about soulmate compatibility. What's the Ten of... So you've been getting this energy pretty consistently in your readings. By the way, I'm like loving up Libra this week, so I'm dropping a video for you guys every day. Check out your other videos because there's been an interesting thread of Two of Pentacles transition. So while I don't know if those other transitional energies, we're talking about love necessarily, I will let you know that there is a thread of transition and kind of the sense of something big is happening, it's about to happen, wait for it type of thing. And you've had the death card in every single reading. What is this? It's not a bad card in this situation, but I do need more information on it. Somebody's holding on here. Somebody's holding on to the ideal of happiness, but it's causing them so much anxiety and overthinking. They're not letting something go, but it seems that we have this contradiction here. Let me tell you what it is. It's what's creating this swirling, confusing energy of Two of Pentacles. There's something that I think fits an ideal. There's an ideal here, a long game picture, but something is not in alignment with that. And so it's creating that back and forth cloudy energy. We have one energy that is willing to go, this like leave for the hills, the unknown, taking it on faith that what they're going to find up there in the hills is going to be better than what they were creating and spending so much time and energy on right here. Now that could be a relationship, or it could be kind of an ideal around where they want to be and what they're trying to build in the future with family and home and all that stuff within a relationship, because they know there's this Nine of Cups is having an ideal of happiness, knowing that like almost like reach out and touch it, like there's this sense of like knowing what this would feel like, but it's somebody's holding on to something here with the Ten of Wands and also the Death card. When we hold on to something like this, it becomes eventually very exhausting. There's a price to pay. In this case, somebody here is in the anxiety phase. So something needs to move on out. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a person. It doesn't mean that your relationship's coming to an end for those of you who are hooked up with somebody. But something regarding this ideal of the big picture, right? Where you want to be in 15 years, or how you want to fit your life into this picture. Something's got to go. It needs to go because these are both going cards. Like these are closure cards. The Ten of Wands is a closure card talking about, hey, you put in your best effort. You finished a chapter. Good on ya. This came with deep will, obligation, honor, integrity, but it's time to let go of this chapter. It's exhausting. So even when it's right side up, it's kind of a tiring chapter in life. And then you've got the Death card, and that is, of course, moving out energies, letting the seasons of life or a situation change so that new, fresh energy can move in. But you've got this upside down. So this is talking about holding on to it for the sake of this ideal. It could be so happy making. But what's really happening is there's anxiety, maybe loss of sleep, overthinking. So now that brings us to the Strength card. This is strength that Libra you have. What does Tarot want to tell my Libras about this kind of strength situation? Okay, let's just take note. Okay, King of Wands, that came up in your last reading. King of Wands is a person. Three of Swords. I'm sorry, sweethearts, if you're experiencing heartbreak, if you're experiencing disappointment. I'm so sorry. I'm giving you like a big, huge air hug. And again, we have this ideal around maybe celebrations. Maybe some of you guys were going to celebrate with other people something. And for some of you guys, this is really just about reaching a milestone in your relationship. It could have something to do with home that didn't work out. For my Libras, we've got the King of Swords there. That's your energy. All right, so let's pause here, you guys. What we're seeing right now is that things were a disappointment. There was something that you had an idea about something, and maybe a vision of a dream, a vision of how it was going to go. You knew how exciting and happy it would make you, but yet things did not go that way. And it's hard to let go of something, but it feels that that's exactly what's going on, is that there's this transition. It's one hand like holding on to something that is kind of dead, dead energy. And then the other hand is like holding on to the handle of a door, but you can't have both. So I'm catching you during a transition, and this has been a thread in all your readings. I'm gonna have a link to those actually at the very end of this reading, so check them out. The Eight of Pentacles is our next card. This is talking about dedication, work. What is this dedication and work? We've got a brand new deck of cards here. I love this. I love all the pentacles. I love the wheel. The wheel is bringing good news. Okay, and here we have it again, the Ace of Wands. That was in your last reading. All right, so you guys, dedication, hard work. What this says is investing yourself towards a sure thing. We have such stable energy that just came out. We have somebody here, the King of Pentacles. Now, this is an energy you could be stepping into, or it could be somebody new coming towards you. The King of Pentacles, male, female, anybody in between, gender is not connected. The King of Pentacles is somebody who makes investments that are not going to fail. Now, they're really practical and oftentimes make good money, actually. They're talented with their investments because they see things through a practical light. Being that this is a love reading, this is somebody who is that wants a sure thing, that is making smart investments in those they pour themselves into. This is also after a period of a point at which there's been a pause, looking at a relationship, looking at their love life, their history, what they've done and how they've thrown themselves into love up until this point. And they're looking at like, am I happy with this? I'm reaping the rewards of seeds that I sowed in the past. Is this good enough for me? Or do I need to change things up? It looks like you want a commitment. It looks like there's a lot of marriage themes going through your reading. If you were hoping to settle down with an individual, I know that this is for somebody. If you were hoping to settle down with an individual, the Strength card is coming out because I think there's been disappointment experienced with how this has not worked out to fit your vision. Somebody needs to know that. So this is doubling down on your standards, on what you need commitments for. You are unwavering in this. This is sticking by your convictions. It doesn't matter if they agree with you or not, because you have already reached down into who you are and what you want. And if it's not this ideal with this person, it's going to be this ideal in the end with another. Then we have this passionate, bursting with life offer. It's the Ace of Wands. An Ace of Wands, it comes in with a ton of passion, a ton of energy, and it usually requires action. It's like all the wands are like action-based. You know, it's very exciting energy. And then let's look at our final card here. What's this, Chariot? For my Libras, you know, Libra, y'all don't like a lot of conflict. It's not that you're not amazing in it. You can be amazing mediators. You guys can be really, you guys have oftentimes, and I know I'm stereotyping, but whatever. A lot of you guys have qualities of a leader in the most profoundly balanced and admirable light. The type that can be a leader by example. So I'm just going off on a tangent to say, you are going to get your way. There is this, it's like things have come to a stop. Remember the Chariot card? I was like, this is usually triumph and it goes fast. The energy is really fast and you go towards the light, really, you know, this is like stopped energy, right? Because you're not willing to play anymore. The Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is collaborating with other people or energies to get a desired shared goal. This is putting the brakes on it all. But then we follow up with such beautiful cards. We follow up with this happy, happy card of Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is connection, playfulness. Even family members or people that you are familiar with that go way back with you. We have our Ten of Pentacles upright. This is building that beautiful dream. This is headed in the right direction. It's almost like by stopping everything, Libra, you are now headed in the right direction. And then we have the abundance. So this looks like an ultimatum. This looks like I'm now going to step out of the world of metaphor and woo talk, and let's give some real world examples, right? This could be an ultimatum. This could be you just putting your foot down and being like, nope, I've already had my come to Jesus moment. And I realized I'm only willing to invest in a sure thing. I've come so far not to waste it now on somebody else's ideals or somebody else's sense of commitments. These are the rules to which I have committed to. This is also a marriage card, by the way. I'm unwavering in this, and boom, there is our offer. Kudos, I love it, Libra. You steered this ship well. All right, I will leave it at that. It's putting a smile on my face. I hope it's putting a smile on yours. Take good care. Consider subscribing. Say hello if you'd like for us to pray for you.